Welcome to MicroStation Update 17. Let's take a look at display rules. We've added several new features to display rules, including the ability for you to use your item types to control your display rules. There's a lot of different workflows available to you now through the use of item types, and let's take a look and see what kind of item types we have in this file. So first of all, with item types, we do have a couple of interesting things. We see that we have structure, and in concrete, we have different types of concrete. So if you're not familiar with item types, of course, are just like a property of MicroStation. When I select an element, you'll see that I have general properties, I have geometry properties, I have properties about the standard things, but there's a custom property here too now, and that's the concrete property, which is my concrete item type. And you'll notice that the different settings that I have here are showing up as property values here. So you can see that they are an item type with a property value. So I can use this now to control my display through my display rules. Going to my view ribbon, you'll notice that I have a couple of new features here. So apply display style. If you've never seen these, this is our blue transparent. There's one type of display style. There's another type of display style called gray line. I'm just going to go ahead and make this one wireframe. And I'll go ahead and just leave that one the way it is. So looking at this element, and I'll go ahead and deselect. That's why we had a different color there. Looking at these elements, I might want to see these displayed in a variety of different ways. So I have colors and transparencies and shading modes, and I would like to also sometimes apply rules. So looking at my display styles, which I can get to from my display styles dialog by using my dialog launcher. And this display style list shows me all the available display styles within this file. I have one here called concrete, and this one has a variety of different settings to it, including the render mode, the display mode, and what I'm interested in particular are display rules. Right now, I do have that concrete PSI display rule used here. So if I go ahead and actually open up the display rule editor, there's my concrete PSI display rule. And as you can see right now, there's really nothing going on. I'm just going to do a little bit of rotation here. All right. Now, I will want to create a new rule. And with the new rule, we have a search condition and then a resymbolization action. So we're going to search for elements based on some sort of condition. And the condition editor in the past had a large list of things that made it a little bit difficult to navigate. So now you have very clear ideas of what it is you're going to navigate. I'm going to navigate properties of files, models, views, DGN elements, or in my particular case now, we're looking at item types. Now, very interestingly, you can also do item types that are there for available elements. In other words, I don't want to see a whole list of item types for everything out there, where I can see a complete list, or I can see a list only for items that are selected. That's very handy. So I'll go ahead and select item type. 4000 PSI concrete is equal to. We also have added a like feature and taken out some of the other ones which are somewhat similar to like, but like now captures many of those. So I'm just going to set it to equal to. Like is now available. And now I need to choose an output action. This is resymbolization. Now that I've selected concrete that has that value set, I would like to override some property of it. So for example, I may wish to change its color and see how that works. So now I can go ahead and apply this display rule to all views. And I can see the application of that display rule in this file. Now, I might want to add a second display rule, but I wanted to do a very specific item, so I'll go ahead and select it ahead of time because I want this concrete platform to have its own display rule. So now if I select New, and I want to be able to set up a condition. So here, the property, you'll notice that it automatically goes to show classes for selected element. And now I can go ahead and say, I want this one equal to 3,500. Set that to 3,500 and click on OK. And now my output action will be slightly different. Maybe I'll change the color to red. And we will want to apply this as well. So there you can see that that has now changed to red. So it's kind of nice as you create these display rules. Once you've chosen apply display rule, new for update 17, you can now automatically watch these display rules take place as you're working along in all of your views. So I can do a variety of other things here. So certainly can come back here and add something like transparency if I wanted to make it a little bit more useful to my users. So display rules now are supported by item types.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.